Hello, everyone, and welcome to this 71 season SMJHL thing draft. It's called
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I'm
late
sorry.
late Saturday night drafts are the worst possible idea for a stream team, but here we are. I am Jert, and with me are HFFO
Yeah,
and
Jert really only
B5.
got the F squad for this one.
A double Fs, even three Fs,
You got a lot of F.
two in HFFO and one in B Fine. So that's a lot of Fs.
Bad.
Um, Sorry we're late. I had a few issues, and so did all of us. I
At least Jert's were on his computer. Ours are.
Ours are emotional scars on our psyche that may never be healed.
Let's show everyone the draft board. Obviously, picks are being made, so let's not waste too much time. Anchorage won the lottery. Good for them. And they had the first pick, and the pick is in. And I'm gonna stop talking. You guys talk. I'm gonna do the other stuff.
Yeah, you have to stream, by the way, so we know when you're... Oh, it is up. Okay, never mind.
So with the first pick of this season 71,
Yeah, so Anchorage, they won the first overall selection, and they will be taking... they will be taking Kazuchiki...
Kazuchika Okada. You don't watch wrestling. It's fine. Kazuchika Okada.
Apparently it's a wrestling reference for those of us who don't watch wrestling. But it's Kanatoa. He's got a giant bank account. He made some interesting media posts when he was hyping up his career for the player. Earned well, longtime Calgary member on his last player. Played there for a long time. I believe played his whole career there. Heading first overall to Anchorage.
Yeah, I mean, when you can get the Rainmaker, it's not. You can't pass the Rainmaker up. You know, you've got a multiple-time New Japan Pro Wrestling champion. You've got somebody that I believe has won the G20. It's a slam dunk pick. You know, there's a reason he's been carrying injury.
That's all gibberish.
Yeah, but those listening will go back.
Jared specifically told us not to do nonsense, so I don't know what you're talking about here. But yeah, Kenny's a great guy. You know, he had he's been really friendly whenever I've seen him, and he's been a good guy. So I think it's a good pick for Anchorage here. And that'll bring St. Louis on the clock. And from Finland, they'll be selecting Arturi Lapalainen, the user Python. Is it Lapalainen?
Lepalainen. I think I'm gonna as Finland. I'm not even Finland co-head. What am I talking about? as
As the
ex
Finland co-head.
as ex co-head, I don't have any weight on that matter.
Yeah, but
My
this Python, he's the co-GM for the New Orleans Spectres. They're the Spectres, right?
Is he still?
Uh,
I think
yeah.
Python's been away for a bit.
No, I mean, yeah,
Well, he's
he
back.
hasn't been on the site much, but his last player was on Yukon. He had 425, and I guess he's recreating because Joe told him, you better recreate because you're my co-GM and we need some players. So he's coming back with a Finnish player and headed second overall. So St. Louis clearly a fan of what they saw.
Yep. Oh shit, no, not that. I think we have two ex-simmers as the first two picks, so that's interesting to see.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, when I was in the draft in a simmer, no one liked me, but you know, back-to-back simmers in this draft, so maybe it's just me.
Maybe.
But that'll bring pick 3 on the clock. I think that is the Regina Elk.
Yep.
You know, their last GM wasn't too great, but they've
True. Very true. Okay,
Jesus.
It was Jur, right? Jur was our last
yeah,
GM.
that was me. Yes,
Okay.
and
I want to make sure I'm not
that guy
insulting
sucked.
someone I didn't mean to.
Bashing someone else entirely.
Yeah, I didn't want someone to catch a stray here by accident.
Oh my
All right.
god.
We're just gonna
I
hope that the picture updates itself when I transition from the board to the pick, because right now it keeps showing St. Louis, and
yeah.
otherwise, I'm gonna be screwed for the rest of the draft.
Oh no.
Also, apparently, Joe has
Every pick is gonna be a St. Louis pick.
apparently
They deserve
Python
it.
Python's saying Joe held him at gunpoint when he visited him in Boston. Said he couldn't go home unless he recreated. So there you go.
Sounds like America to me.
Oh my
This is
god.
the America people tell me about.
Oh man.
All right, let's announce the pick and see if the thing fixes itself
Yep.
or if
At
it
pick,
sucks for me for the rest of the draft.
at pick 3, we have yet another simmer. It'll be Rowan O'Byrne.
Fucking
those
hell.
are-
It doesn't work. I'm gonna hate this.
Caleb?
I can type club here. Caleb, currently the co-GM of San Fran. Currently my co-GM. I think he was an undrafted free agent with his first player, and then went, I want to say 46
Okay, we got it. Now.
overall to San Fran in the 66 draft. Maybe 65 draft. I don't remember which year it was. Caleb's great. Like, an incredible pick at 3. If anything, it might even be a steal at 3.
He looks good in a suit.
True. It's a really, really, really good ad for someone that's
Oh yeah.
really quickly integrated themselves into the SHL community. He recreated not because of he just recreated to make a forward to better suit San Fran's timeline. The classic GM move, if you will.
Also, to not be a goalie.
Yeah, but we'll get to that later, I'm sure.
I'm very glad to have Caleb in Regina with me.
So
Maybe playing
it's
on
a really
the same
good move for
line.
Regina. Obviously, Reno grabbing his. Yeah. Oh
But,
yeah, that's right. You're still there, aren't you? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
I feel like he's just a super friendly person. He's really helpful. He knows a lot about FHM and passes it on to pretty much anyone who asks. He's just like a really good person, honestly.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Speaking of really good people,
it updated on its own now. It's fixed, I think. Ready for pick 4.
And that'll bring our resident-only non-English franchise up on the clock, the Quebec City Citadels.
La Ville de Québec.
The Citadels will be taking the resident god of graphics of the SHL, the user Sullivan, Yarmir Jagerbaum.
great name.
Just an absolutely fantastic name. ChatGPT, thank you.
I love Sulo. Sulo was a really good at graphics. Always created a new graphic for every single new member that joined. Traded at I guess not live because he was traded at the end of Philly to win a cup, which he did win. And now I'm sure there's going to be many more cups that follow with his new player. I can't say a bad word about Sulo. Love him.
Yeah. I love Sulo 6.
I still
also
use
really
Sulo's
friendly
what I use in my signature currently.
But great pick. Quebec's got to be really happy to get him at this spot. And what team isn't looking for a graphics?
Fun.
Anyway?
Mm.
Well, that will bring the Kelowna Knights on the clock at pick 5.
Unfortunately.
That's not fun.
Rumors have Artie it was having some skill issues in the playoffs last season, but he will be on the clock at pick 5 with the long-standing Kelowna Knight franchise. Message? How did they know?
I think this is one of the people that might actually know, to be honest.
Oh, it's my brother, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Is it Toast?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
We're running into some technical issues here again. Let us take a small break to see if I can fix it. And if not, so please hold.
Please hold.
we edit COAs to make it happen to him?
Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. We had some players coming in a bit late before the draft, and it's gonna be the way it is for today with the sheet. Um, so this guy has, yeah, okay. Oh, I don't even have the name here. I can do that. Cool, 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 cool. Um, oh, fuck, wrong file. Could you not? Is someone trying to suck on his mic?
Be Fine is just really he's lonely right now.
I'm
That's
just standing here. I ain't doing anything.
All right, we can go ahead with pick 5 and just no information on who the fuck that is because it's a very recent create apparently, or for some reason not showing up on the sheet.
I believe this is a recent create. It's Rocky Orwell. Username is Fly CLY. That's all I got. I believe it's the first new gen of this draft, I believe.
Yeah, and
Yep.
if there's a team that likes taking new gens, it's
That is
Hello.
true. Or really, really old
Yeah.
recreates. There's no in between.
if you haven't joined before season like 20, Artie doesn't take you. Or you're new. Those are the people he takes.
True. But congratulations, Sly, for going 5th overall. Kelowna.
Shawnee, you'll have to type this one up as well in the column here. Or is that not gonna work?
Eh.
And it will bring the Victoria Whalers on the clock.
The what?
I don't think
The
that's
Victoria
right.
Whalers. Pretty sure.
Wait, just because we talked about it earlier, can you tell me what city the Dragons are in again?
Dragons?
Yeah.
Are they in Prince Albert?
No, what? No. SHL Dragons.
Yeah, Prince Albert.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. What the Oh, what is happening with that sheet? Fuck.
Is this some like a D's nuts joke somehow? I say Calgary, and then it's like
No, it's because I'm trying to figure it out. Is it like an Ontario thing? Because Toast says it the same way. And like,
who doesn't say it Calgary is my question.
is it not Calgary?
We just Calgary. I don't know. It's just how we say it.
I thought it was. I've only ever heard Calgary in my life, and that's including
to
from
be
people,
fair,
like, from Alberta.
Alberta is probably closer to Texas than it is Ontario, so you're probably right.
Giddy up, y'all. That's fair. All right, I'll give you that one. I just know we always meme on Toast every time he says Calgary. So you have to
There's
get
so many
credit.
other reasons to meme on Toast, like time zones.
Oh man, God.
That's bro fucking him.
Oh no.
All right, are we ready for the pick?
I
No,
think-
we're
I
waiting
think
for
the
this me to figure out what the fuck I did wrong with this sheet.
I
All right,
think
boys. I'm down to turn this into, instead of toast roast, just a roast of toast. While we wait.
the Uno reverse. He did just DM me, fuck you, to be
He sent
fair.
me the same thing, so
Okay, if
I think we're in the right boat here.
to be fair, main pick's 13, so we can roast him more there too.
Oh, I'm ready, don't worry. We got that one lined up.
Oh no, that's not good. But actually,
We're just here to commentate over Jert's panic noises right now.
I mean, maybe Jert, do you also have beta eyes? Is that why we're behind?
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm not listening to you.
This is rough. This is So anyway, let's talk about the auto centers and how
True,
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds
I mean,
doesn't
he's
think
not
they're a
wrong.
good enough purchase to buy.
Why?
That's true. You've got Brady Kachuk and you've got nothing else.
Why is that?
Honestly, Stutzel probably drafted too high.
Brother.
Stutzel's like a mid-second at best. And, 3 overall, a bit of a reach.
I mean, yeah. I call him Tim Strudel.
That's a good one.
That's just that's my add to this conversation. I like Tim Strudel though.
I would also like to point out that I was trying to do the brother thing, but then he spelled it
Oh,
Borther.
no.
I'm about to get blocked. Sad. You hate to see it. I don't know. I don't know anything else about
Season and what they might be looking for in the
That's
draft.
true.
Okay.
Um,
I think we're gonna have to run with that. Shawnee, you're just gonna have to type out the names in the column here because it's broken as fuck and I don't know.
And remove the command.
No, just yeah,
Okay.
just whenever every player just copy them from the green place
Mhm.
into there and then change the one in the green cell and we'll hope that works.
Okay.
And doesn't break absolutely everything because most of everything is broken right now, but that's the joys of doing it live.
Yay.
all right. So wait, are we still stalling? Or are we
Vancouver.
stalling?
Yeah.
Vancouver. All right. Vancouver, the newest logo in.
A good
What are your-
rebrand too.
What are your opinions on the rebrand?
Good.
I also
Yeah,
don't
it
have the
is.
background to fit the rebrand because we did not have time to get that done. So it's the old logo, but next season hopefully we'll have that.
That's fair.
Oh great, it's showing up as NA in the board now.
Oh no.
Um,
But I mean, last season, I think they had all 3 rookies of the year, or 2 of the 3 rookie of the year noms on their
Mhm.
team.
Yeah,
they
I
just-
know Rain Delay was one of them.
Yeah, they just had an absolute. Rain Delay might have been a candidate for best defenseman as well, the Agante.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure.
Like he had a phenomenal year in Vancouver with their young players. So definitely an up and coming destination there to acquire some talent.
all right, Shawnee, new information for you. When it's a player that shows up everything as NA because it's a new create, you also have to type it out in the K column, please.
Perfect. All right. Yep.
And we'll roll with that. Okay, pick is ready for Vancouver.
All right, here we go. 6th overall, we've got Jaden Tanner, username Tanner, right defenseman. Tanner, I believe, is Calgary's new co-GM.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Also used to be the the Hamilton GM, Portland GM, one of the two, both.
That was before my time. I do not know. I just know Calgary co-GM because that just happened. So, anytime you can add, even one that's brand new, anytime you can add anyone that's a GM or co-GM at the SHL level, it's a good ad. I mean, you've seen it. Teams want users that are engaged with the site. You saw 3 simmers go 1, 2, 3, and then now you've got a co-GM at 6. So,
I mean, they're also just a great one to be around because what keeps people on the site is the community, the team you're building. Unless I hear there are some teams who don't have active Discords and still have good teams, but yeah. But Tanner's a good pick at 6. Great person heading to Vancouver. They got to be very happy.
and Vancouver really continuing to stock up on quality good defensemen, which is hard to find in today's SHL. And I believe we've got Carolina next.
It will be the Kraken on the clock, yes.
7 picking at 7. I know that's a joke that everyone's already made, but now I get to make it.
Hey, why was 6 scared of 7?
Why?
Just 7, 8, 9.
Cause 7.
Jared, I love you. I will say Carolina probably not happy with me at the moment because in the F1 league, Frenchie took over Ferrari and I immediately stole toast from him. So Carolina, I'm sorry, kinda, not really. I love toast. I apologize for nothing. You can't create the Simp for Toast Club and not try and steal toast.
All right, we now have a Discord overlay, so everyone who was complaining about it is can now shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, Jert's taking no shit today, man.
Nothing is going well right now.
So I believe our second first gen off the board. I'm not a user I know anything about, obviously, because it's a new gen and I didn't scout. But if there's one thing 7 is able to do, it is find high quality first gen users. That's really been a lot of Carolina's bread and butter over the past however long 7's run that team. So it's a really good spot for someone just joining the SHL to kind of get integrated. You've got a lot of like GMs in there, a lot of HO people in there, so like it's a very experienced locker room that's really going to give you a good look at what the SHL is all about.
I mean, Wizard Literal's been really active in the rookie Discord. They're at like 85 messages. Just generally been a good person to see around. They seem really friendly. Must have had a great conversation with them, as you know you do when you're having is a huge factor in whether or not they bring you in, and they must have thought he'd be a great fit for their locker room. And Carolina's got a great group of talent. They did lose a lot of individuals. I think they had like 4 or 5 S68s who were max earning graduate this season. One of them being Frenchie, who just had a ridiculous playoff run. But yeah, great pick here. Wizard Literal, fantastic Discord name heading to Carolina. And that will bring Detroit on the clock at pick 8.
Ready when you are.
And pick number 8, the Detroit Falcons will be selecting Zedward Zilliams.
I love it.
User Afino.
I love it. Okay, Afino, I do know. If he wasn't a Texas lifer, he was pretty darn close to it. Really, really good user, really good earner. He is like a team legend, if you will. So really good pickup for Detroit, a really good recreate to add to the Falcons locker room. And we're continuing to see that early run of defensemen. I think that's 4 in a row, maybe even 5 in a row. So there's a lot of D going.
We saw the IA bidding for SHL teams this offseason, where just any defenseman was getting like 5 million. Pass to the Turtle got like 11 or something.
Yeah.
Defenseman is in big need.
I, for one, am very excited to hit free agency and get 10 million plus on contract.
But Afino hit, he was in the 2K club, but his last player hit 2,000 TPE. They really loved him in Texas, from what I've heard on all accounts. And I talked to him a little bit. He seems like a really, really nice guy, really good guy. And at pick 8, it's the fantastic pick. And Vax generally knows how to, maximize talent when it goes there. When you're a guy who clearly has been around a long time, you're definitely going to get a good pick out of that. And that will bring pick 9 on the clock, and that will be the Great Falls Grizzlies.
The pick is in.
Great guy. He loves memes. He's really funny. He's really friendly. I've never seen him get too upset. But yeah, I think at 9 you're getting COA. It's a fantastic pick. He's a what is he? Another defenseman, so it's that run of defensemen still continuing. And you're seeing, the GM making a defenseman, and that's not by accident. But I think it's a great pickup at 9 for the Great Falls Grizzlies here.
I agree. Sorry, it's everything you said about Koa. I absolutely agree with. I love the dude. Every time I interact with him, it's great. Really, really good pick for Great Falls.
He has an encyclopedic knowledge of the B movie because it's a meme, and he wants to know everything about memes.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if you want to just go at him and quote the B movie, he'll probably know what you're talking about.
That is fair. And I respect it. I respect anyone that can quote the B movie like that.
But that will bring us back to St. Louis on the clock for their second first-round selection.
Yeah, St. Louis, I know, obviously struggled a bit last season, but it seems like they've done a good job of stockpiling a lot of first and second rounders to kind of keep that rebuild going. So in 2 seasons, they should be a really strong team. I know it was something that was brought up, I think, on the site either today or yesterday about how short the windows are for the J to actually be able to win. You're looking at 4-season windows for the most part, and that's why I think you see some teams like what St. Louis is doing now, where you stack your deck a bit on one draft, and if they all hit, you're gonna have a really strong team for 2 seasons before you kind of go through the rebuild cycle.
Pick is in.
Yeah, you want to take this one, Ace?
Yeah, at 10, the St. Louis Scarecrows are selecting Sunrise Van de Schubert-Teven, the user Thunfish. I know he's one of our, I think he's one of our Euro individuals who's managing to stay up at this late draft and watching. I think he's, I've had some good interactions with him. What was he talking about today? I asked a lot of users their favorite Pokemon today, and I think he had a terrible take.
What was it?
We're gonna confirm this 1 second. His favorite Pokemon was Hitmonchan.
What's wrong with Hitmonchan?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Besides the fact he said he liked him because he's Brazilian and a boxer, so maybe he's Brazilian. I don't know.
Never mind.
I think
But,
he is.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why they reacted Brazil on his pick. But yeah, he's been a really friendly guy. Not the most talkative, but definitely not super quiet. And just a joy in the rookie Discord so far. It's a great pick for St. Louis here to get to bring someone like that in.
Yeah, I do like Sun a lot. I think that's a really good pick at 10. I don't really have you covered a lot of what I was going to say, but I just wanted to also say
You were going to say the Hitmonchan thing?
I don't have a problem with Hitmonchan. I really don't.
All right, and that'll bring Detroit on the clock at pick 11. This will be the pick they got from the Yukon Malamutes. And the pick is in?
Yep.
And at 11, the Detroit Falcons are selecting the Murray, the user Trash A. Trash.
So, yeah, Trash is good. Former Kelowna co-GM, I think.
Yep. Might have been co or head, yeah.
Yeah, really, I've always liked talking with Trash. We haven't gotten to interact a ton, but every time I've always had a very pleasant experience talking with Trash. So you're seeing a lot of really high quality recreates going in the first round of this draft.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of having Trash on Edmonton, but his last player before he retired. He's a great guy. He's funny. Discord active in spurts. When he's on, he's on, and you're having a good time. We did roast him for never taking out the trash, even though his name is Trash. But yeah, at pick 11, you're able to get a user of this quality. It speaks to this draft for sure. And that will bring the Nevada battle board on the clock at pick 12.
Yes, unless a trade happened. Oh no, are we one off?
No trade. We have I can see the thing.
What's happening here?
I saw that one pop up, and please hold.
Okay, I know what's happening.
Yeah, the back end sheet
Yeah,
hates us.
it just the formula was not in the one cell for some reason.
We fix it, we vibing, we good. We're gonna keep rolling. We're actually kind of catching up somehow, which is wild, but
Okay, yeah. Okay, we got that fixed. And then we're gonna go fix that here, and everything is gonna be alright. Everything is fine.
no panic at all. We're fine. I can talk about this one too, because this is someone I actually do know. So I got you. So, pick 12. We have the user. Perfect. The user Eister my pudding. The user F and stuff. I actually scouted and drafted F back in season 61, I believe, with his old player, and F's great. I love talking with him. He's, I believe, a GM over in ISFL. It's a really good ad late in the first for Nevada. Really good user, continuing that run of defensemen that we've been seeing. So really, really, really good job there. And the pick I'm a really big fan of for Nevada.
Yeah, I heard that this pick came up really early. From my understanding, it's like they wanted this player, identified it really early, and knew that they were going to go this direction.
I think their first player was also on Nevada. I don't remember, but
Yeah,
for some reason,
that sounds right.
yeah, I think that was back. Yeah, so that would actually probably do it then. Always nice to bring the alumni home. The old Newton special.
They did it last draft too. They brought Noka home, who founded the Battleborn. So it's the return of the Battleborn, I suppose, is the theme of the past two drafts.
And I believe the next pick we have 0-9. I mean Maine. Maine making the finals, losing again to NL. 9 playoff losses in a row, dating back like 20 seasons. Maine is great in the regular season. They're great in the playoffs until they face NL. So, like, eventually they've got to beat them, right? Like, maybe, possibly.
Well, Maine's a great place. They had a firehouse of a team. Finally, it's FHM. Finals happen. Both really strong rosters, and Maine's poised to look really strong again. But speaking of returns, this pick was a drafted free agent they took last year. Bernard Lodge, the user Uptown Court, heading back to Maine after spending I think it's like created shortly after the trade deadline, and actually made this user and put him in a sim. So, but he did really well in the playoffs. He was their starter as a drafted free agent rookie, and he must fit in really well with the culture there. And Maine's really good at developing these first gen users into excellent members of the site. They had another user, Edsis Ozolins, who similar bet. They turned him into a really productive member, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, I've heard so.
But this will bring the Regina Elk back on the clock. St. Louis at pick 14. Sorry. So the last pick of the first round will be on the clock. Traded from Newfoundland, I believe.
When you win the cup, any trade's worth it.
Winning the cup, absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
I'm just trying to get caught up on whatever my replacements are doing right now.
All good.
I'm just reading my DMs, which is currently just 15 middle fingers, so that's where we're at.
Classic toast.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoever gets
So
the
main
pick,
pick.
No, so we did the main pick. We're on the St. Louis pick now.
We did the
14.
main pick. Oh, I did not show the thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, there's the thing.
There's the thing.
Please refer to
It's
previous commentary.
it's now showed. I'm gonna fix the thing. Other things. So we're going to St. Louis again.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. Okay, we have it. Last pick of the first round. We're doing great.
That's correct. Yeah. At pick 14, the St. Louis Scarecrows are selecting the user Gadget. His player name is Defense. As you can guess, he's a forward. He's been active. I think he's an ISFL guy who's come over this season, but he's been real active in the rookie Discord.
Yeah, it's a name I've heard of, which means they're doing something somewhere because I don't know a lot of people. All of that to say, should be a really good pick for St. Louis. And hey, just because they're named defense does not mean they're a defenseman. If you remember, backup goaltender was in fact a defenseman. So,
Also,
Names
inactive
to be
forever was not inactive.
that is
Yeah.
true.
And Mike OIA hasn't gone IA.
People
St.
keep
Louis,
lying
St.
to
Gadget.
us. Bunch of liars in this league.
It's part of the conspiracy to make us look stupid. It's not us,
True.
it's them.
True. But no,
But-
a solid pick there for St. Louis. Absolutely.
Gadget
A
should be
good, way
excellent.
a good way to close out the first round. And when you can start mixing in those first gens with some good recreates, like I know they got with Python, should be good. And now we move on to 15.
At
Now-
15, it will be the elk on the clock again, as I said earlier.
How is what? What's that? Guys?
What's up?
Okay. I'm just getting weird noises again.
That's B-Fine's Mike. It's going wild.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything. I'm just standing here.
All right. Well, the pick is ready to announce.
Cool. 15.
Yes.
We've got. I'm waiting for it to
The-
transition over. Cool. Austin Morley, username So Evil. So Evil, I believe another ISFL user that's coming over.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. They GM'd the team, I believe. I'm not too sure on the ISFL specifics. But they've been fairly active in the rookie Discord so far. And yeah, it's a strong draft class when you have like very active members of the Discord, and they're falling to second round and beyond. Like there's still many left who are available, who are posting and active as well. So good for the Elk to get a player of that activity at pick 15.
I agree. A good start to the second round of this draft. Absolutely.
And that will bring at pick 16, we will have the Anchorage Armada on the clock.
Anchorage looking to go back to back on their picks. On good picks, I'm sure. Ken was a really good pick. I am sure that their second rounder will also be a solid addition, and they have chosen Dan Johnston, right defenseman, username Figgy, a first gen user. I'm liking that we're starting to get a lot of first gens flying off the board, so that's really good to see. Still continuing that defenseman trend. Figgy, not a user that I am necessarily familiar with, but I know Anchorage has done a really good job of drafting. They've gotten a lot of good first gens. I got a lot of good recreates. So this is I'm sure going to be a really good pick at 16 and someone that really helps drive that Anchorage team forward.
Yeah, I think they came from Hockey Nation. In the
Okay.
Discord, their Discord picture is actually one of the old Hamilton Steelhawk logos. Like it's one of the ripped ones that they used before they changed to an original.
Interesting.
So his like Hockey Nation team is the Guelph Steelhawks, and he comes over and like hadn't heard about the SHL. I was like, oh, did you take from the SHL? It's like, no, it's the SHL. Comes over, joins the SHL, but hasn't been too active in the rookie Discord. But maybe there was some conversations first via personal message or on site or something, and they got to feel comfortable to take him high in the second round, and it could be a good pick and maybe a future Hamilton Steelhawk.
Wait, he was the guy that ran Guelph? The Guelph Steelhawks in Hockey Nation?
Yep.
Okay. I do know him then because we were in the same division. So when I was still active there. So that makes sense. He ran a really good team over there. So, if that level of talent can perhaps carry over, maybe could even be a good future war room ad or something for Anchorage. And now we head on to pick 17. I'm trying to keep up. I think we're on 17.
We are at 17, yes. So that will bring the Quebec Citadels back on the clock. Viva Quebec.
And at 17, they select Jeff Hunziker. It's used. I know the user. It's Redditor. So Redditor was a Newfoundland player. I believe a season 62 NL player. So part of those like four stars that NL ended up winning in that gap. Should be a really, really good ad. I always loved talking with Jeff every time we got a chance to.
So I'm curious if he knows Dangles at all because their players share a last name now because he's.
I mean, Dangles would have been there when he was there, so probably.
Maybe it was planned. I'm not sure, but yeah, the could be the Hunziker family going strong here.
It's a really, really good pick. I've always really loved talking with Jeff, so should be a good add to that Quebec locker room for sure.
Yeah, and that will bring St. Louis yet again back on the clock again.
Is there a trade here?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a trade. Yes. Sorry. Let me know when you're ready. We have the trade here.
Yeah, it should be done.
Yeah, so that's 2 St. Louis is heading this pick 18, and 2 Regina is heading the 24th overall, and the S72 Quebec City Citadel second round selection. So that's pick 18 for 24 and Quebec's S72 second round. So the Elks clearly have someone they see they want to trade up for.
I think it's probably 23 that's been traded.
It's the Discord here saying 24.
Yeah, I think the GMs are
You think the James are done?
probably.
All right. Well, regardless, the trade is happening there. It is 23. Yeah, you can see because they made the pick there.
They picked 20. Yeah, indeed.
Okay. Regardless, they wrote it wrong, but it's fine. So that will bring St. Louis clearly moving up because they see someone they really want to select here.
Actually, I think Regina already had 23, and then traded. There's another trade there. It's a whole thing. It's fun. We're having fun.
Oh my
We're having
god.
something.
Okay. So, anyways, St. Louis is on the clock. We know that for sure. They're making the selection here. And you want to do this one? Be fine.
One popped up. Yeah.
Hold please. Okay, pick is ready.
Hit me.
No, it's not.
All right, don't hit me.
Okay, now it is.
All right. With this pick, we have Koenig Wolf, left winger, username Banakok. Banakok? I don't know how to say it. I believe his last player was a J-only forward for Kelowna that I think went in the first round last draft, but in their last draft. So another recreate going to St. Louis. Someone that I believe actually made a really good J player. So statistically, should be a good ad. Not a user that I can honestly say I've ever spoken with, but from what it looks like on the outside, someone that at least at the J level should build someone that really contributes to the future of St. Louis.
Yeah, I will say, they've been on the site since like season 4. We've never shared a team really or spoken that much, but he was also a Kelowna alumni in his first player, and has just been around a long time, with spurts of activity and coming back. And heading to the St. Louis Scarecrows at pick 18. And that will bring us to pick 19. On the clock will be the Carolina Kraken again. And they will be selecting Wesley Kirkpatrick, the user Pyro182. I was going to say nice things about Pyro, but he specifically told me to roast him and his build. So I'm going to see if I can find his build right now and just rip into it. So give me 1 second.
I respect that. Sometimes you need that,
It's as requested.
And sometimes if his build doesn't get scrutinized enough by you, I know how long Seven and Frenchie spend in FHM working in Carolina.
Yeah, it's pretty well rounded. He doesn't.
Oh.
He seems like he's going for a bit of both sides, but he's like his offensive defensive read and getting open are probably the main thing sticking out that he's going to need to increase. Because he kind of like offense.
That's
probably. But he didn't put points in screening, face-offs, or fighting, so I can't really say that many bad things about it.
True.
Yeah, I'm calling you out, Jace, for putting screening on your defenseman.
That's a completely fair call out. It's funny too because I think for the longest time, because I position swapped, my defenseman had like 14 in faceoffs. So that was fun. My guy took more faceoffs than some of our centers. So
no, but Pyro seems like a really friendly guy. He's talkative. He seems jovial and good to be around. I think it's a great selection for him here. Carolina, good drafting team, and it's showing. And then we'll bring the
Kelowna
back on the clock.
And with that, we've got Arthur Kaliev, username Kaliev L34L.
I thought NHL players might be too busy to actually be on the site, but
that's fair. That's fair.
No, but I posted in his thread when he made his player, like, oh, like, are you an Arthur Kaliev friend? He's like, yeah, how'd you know? Well, he didn't say how'd you know. He's like, yeah. But they've been active on the Discord as well. Seemed like a good person to be around. They're also looking at a job as important as simming and is motivated and excited to help out the league at pick 20. That's a great pick for the Kelowna Knights that are you there.
Yeah, I think the only reason they didn't apply to Sim was they only had FHM 9, and I'm sure if we actually need Simmers, we can just GoFundMe this and get that person a Sim engine.
Gert, I think 21 is Kelowna again.
It is, yeah.
21 is Kelowna again.
Oh, is there a trade?
I think it was a trade before the draft.
I'm so confused.
Okay, maybe Bailey fucked up. I'm gonna blame all this on Bailey while he's at the Taylor Swift concert.
I support.
Is he really at Taylor Swift?
Yep.
Must be nice.
That's why we have Shawnee running the sheet and not Bailey dealing with his fuck ups.
Please help me.
All right. Well, keeping a theme with the Knights on the clock.
Yeah. Okay. Let me put that back in there. Then.
Oh wait, do we need to stall for time talking about? Oh no, man. All right, I was ready, but we're going to keep going.
All right. The skill issues at pick 21 will be selecting the user TDan04, Trey Daniels.
So I know we talked at the top about how it's either old recreates or first gens, and Kelowna really, really leaning into those first gens, which is good. You love seeing that. So it's been a very exciting draft for Kelowna so far. I think there's a lot of potential in what they're building over there, for sure. I think that's 3 first gens in the top 20 or top 21 for them. So
I
a
mean,
lot of
so I'm a little conflicted on this pick because on one side they seem friendly, they're a bit active on the Discord, but on the other side they have like a the default Discord profile picture, so that just screams bust to me a little bit.
I mean, it sometimes it takes people a while, you know. It'll give it like a week. I'm sure they'll have something.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good pick for Kelowna. He seems like a real good guy in the Discord so far. So T-Dan heading to Kelowna at pick 21.
And it could be worse because you could have Shaquille O'Neal as your profile picture. So you know. Anyway, Vancouver. HFFO can't handle the heat. You'll have to see it. All right, Vancouver picking at 22 with Leon Risden, username Shenemy, another defenseman. Yeah, as you can see, Vancouver really kind of pride themselves on good rookie defensemen, and it looks like they're trying to continue that trend, which is good. Not a user that, like I said, that I am familiar with, but a good first gen defenseman is always a big asset for any SMJHL team.
If there was a GM in the J, I'd guess who would pick a player for having the like Riz in their name, it would be Alex. And
I cannot disagree with that.
That is a good point.
I think it's going to be a good pick for him, though. We'll bring the Elk back on the clock at pick 23.
And at 23,
Okay, I'm gonna say this one because you guys are
Okay.
gonna butcher it.
Alright.
Unless Shawnee want to say it, he can do the French thing.
What do you
Oh, all right.
Shawnee can do the
Philippe-
French.
Philippe Lebel.
Philippe Lebel.
Yeah, so Felipe Le Beautiful. Headed to the Regina Elk at pick 23. I don't know much about off the top of my head, Casey.
So Casey's been around in Sim League forever. I believe either current or former PBE GM. May or may not have GM'd ISFL as well. So a real Sim League veteran. I think their last player, Montreal, maybe. I think taking an expansion draft to Montreal. I could be misremembering. But Casey's a good ad for sure. A really, really good ad this late in the draft.
What I do know about Casey is they're too cool for rookie Discords because they're not posting in there. So, but yeah, you know, a veteran of Sim Leagues, as said, can't go wrong at this point of the draft getting someone who you're sure about and want to bring in. And at 24, it'll bring the Kraken back on the clock.
As we have a trade.
We have a trade. That
Do we?
yep. Because if you remember, Regina just acquired that pick in the trade with St. Louis, and
Everything is chaos.
now they have traded it again to the Carolina Kraken, moving back 9 spots to 33rd overall and acquiring a 4th rounder to move back those 9 spots. I really think that's a good trade for the Kraken if they have someone they really want at this point, because a 4th to move up 9 spots is a pretty good deal. Which is my sole way of telling Reno he fucked up, in my opinion, but I was not paying attention to our war room, so maybe there's things I don't know.
They were asking Jurt, what do we do? And you just didn't answer.
Yeah, and that's what happens. So it's all my fault if
Yep.
we start losing forever.
Yeah, but
Well, keep losing would be more accurate.
the Kraken at pick 24.
Whoa. I'm
oh.
not ready now. When we have a trade, I need to fix the things after the trade.
I'll do pick 25 and come back then.
No, don't. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, at pick 24, the Carolina Kraken are selecting Bjorn Arneson, the user Alex Watson 91. I think they might have been one of those users that created it recently.
Yep,
Today, yeah.
that's what the NAs everywhere. We
Yeah,
don't have any
there were
information about these players
there
in
were
the
a
sheet.
bunch of people that created like today and yesterday. It was a lot of late creates for this one.
I mean, this person has made it to the rookie Discord, so that's a promising sign.
Yeah, there you
And I'm assuming, hoping that they moved up because they had a talk with this person and thought they'd be a really good fit. Might know for another sim league, but I do like the name Bjorn Arneson heading to the Kraken. Get a little of the Scandinavian vibes with the Kraken ship kind of theme. Yeah, that'll bring the Great Falls Grizzlies on the clock at pick 25.
And at 25, they've taken Bo Kavanaugh, username Take the Horizon. Take the Horizon, I believe, former Anaheim. Oh, right, right before they moved over to Yukon.
I'm not sure.
That
Okay.
sounds.
That feels right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe also former Texas. I mean, it's Kavanaugh, so yeah, Texas goalie, multiple cups with Texas, one of the best goalies of the like late 50s, early 60s. A really, really good goalie pick there for Great Falls. On a franchise that has had a good line of good goalies, starting with, of course, Brickwall in Montreal. So, should be a really good grab for Great Falls. And I don't think I've ever actually spoken with Take the Horizon, but I've heard nothing but good things. So, a really, really good grab here. And now we get to talk about NL. Now, I know we said earlier the strategy for Kelowna is either first gens or old users. NL strategy is either NL alum or first gens. So, and I don't know if there's any NL alum in this draft.
That's not true. There is an
Oh?
NL alum.
Besides Jeff, who's already gone.
No, there is an NL alum. You're missing it.
I guess we'll see. Like I said, I don't know who's in this draft.
I'll bring it up when it comes up.
All right, I trust you on it. But for now, we have the current pick, which we're going first gen. Dan Craig, user JJ2416. I know Patty and Spurb, they do a really good job of scouting. They've picked a lot of really good first gens in recent history. I know, like last draft, they got Beta and Merchant, who are two really good users that I believe both went in the first round of the SHL draft. If not first, then early second. But NL Cup winners, a really good spot to end up. I'm sure this is someone that both HFFO and I will probably end up talking with a lot because we're both in NL. But
I'm guessing they're from the Score F1 league because someone reacted to the Ferrari logo on the post. So I'm guessing it's.
I'll have to double check that.
I'm guessing that's where it's from.
That sounds right.
But just an assumption, but it seems like a reasonable guess.
I can tell.
And they're on the clock again with the next selection as well.
We're going back to back. And the second pick, Sean Bird. The sheet doesn't say it. Hold on.
Sean Pizzle 99.
Got it. Thank you. Yeah, so another good first gen. So two first gens back to back. I'm sure these are going to be two players that both Patty, Spurb, and everyone in NL count on as they look to defend their 4-star. So, two really solid first gen picks for the Newfoundland boys.
And somehow that will bring directly following back-to-back NL picks. The main Timber will be on the clock.
Give me a sec.
You'd love to see it. Fun fact, I would like to HFFO, I have a message for you.
Oh, excellent.
Your co-GM messaged me saying that my French is excellent, not realizing that it was you and not me. So,
Egg messaged you?
yes,
All
correct.
right, I'm gonna need to talk to him about that. We don't do that here anymore.
So possessive.
Do you know how many times Asia-FFO's threatened to kick me out of Edmonton? I'm
I've
amazed.
never threatened to.
Well, you have. It's just been a while. It's not.
I just threatened to tag Keegan.
Oh man, that's a good point.
Why do we have HFFO again?
I host all these drafts, and you're just here because no one else wanted to do your job.
Because I was useful.
You're just here because of Taylor Swift.
True.
In a dark, terrible world without Taylor Swift, you wouldn't be here.
True.
Look what you made Shawnee do.
Right. But yeah, the Shawnee's team, the main Timber, are on the clock at pick 28.
That is true. And with that pick, there's your NL alum. Look
It
at
is a
that.
long-time NL alum heading down the road to the main Timber. I guess he'll be trying to reverse the chopping now. It's Maxwell King II, the user Tubby Tim 69.
He was part of like 3 of those cups, I think.
I believe.
Like, yeah. Oh no, what was that?
Someone's cutting out.
Yeah, that was someone just got vaporized. Oh no. Anyway.
Okay, well, bye
multiple-time
HFFO.
Yeah, he just dipped, I guess. Oh no. I got it. So I love Tubby Tim. We're actually currently on the same SSL team together, so go Rome. Multiple time cup winner with NL. He had 2 players go through the juniors. He's done a really good job. He builds really good J forwards. So that should be a really good second round ad for Maine as they look to continue growing, get back to that cup, and eventually win it. So I can't say a bad thing about Tubby Tim.
Yeah, Tim's great. I think it's a great pick for Maine here. I thought he might have gone like a pick or 2 before back to Newfoundland, but heading to the main Timber. And that will bring St. Louis back on the clock yet again.
That will bring a trade, actually.
Jesus. So many trades.
Carolina trading again this 29th overall selection to St. Louis. As you said it, they will be making that pick. And Carolina is getting a season 74 second rounder from St. Louis and 55th pick overall in this draft. So getting a second for moving back quite a lot here in Carolina. And,
Beautiful. We love trades.
That is a trade.
That is a trade.
And so let me get St. Louis on the board here for that pick. And the player is in here. Great. Oh,
No.
I was showing the...
It's fine. We got it. We're good. The pick's already there. All right. St. Louis. Picking Sven Holmberg. User My Little Hex. Hex has been around on this site forever. That might be one that HFO knows more about because he knows the site olds.
I don't, weirdly enough.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Hex has been around forever. I know since they recreated, they've been hanging out in Chicago a little bit. So I got to interact with them a bit. Should be a good ad. It's when you're able to bring in those old recreates. It's
a defenseman too.
What?
It's a defenseman as well, which
true.
There's a lot of need for.
Major positional value.
That is true.
And that will bring the Anchorage Armada with their second pick of the draft since pick 1, I believe, right? Nope, third pick.
Yeah, it's the third pick.
And we have the pick
and that pick is the username is user Joseph Reed, player name, username Reedy or not, which great username, big fan.
What I do like about this player is they posted in the mock draft thread today, as everyone's mock went to crap. He posted the dancing coughing carriers with the meme rip.
That's fantastic.
So you definitely know he's active. He's been on the Discord for a while. Not one of those, created yesterday or today. Been around, getting a solid pick. It seems like at pick 30, and hoping to mold him into an excellent player in Anchorage.
Yeah, Anchorage has had a solid draft so far. Excited to see where it ends up going still, because there is obviously still more picks to be made.
Yay.
And that will bring Great Falls on the clock at pick 31. And this one is not a trade.
And this pick is Oscar Samuelson. User.
Chris Bear.
Yeah.
Chris Bear with 2 R's, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes sense, you're picking someone named Chris Bear. It's not like when NL whiffed on picking Big Noof the first time he rolled around.
Or when Maine didn't take Liam Locker.
True. So, good job on that one, Great Falls. But, should be a good user. One of the late creates of this draft, which, as we have seen, there are a lot of. But should be a great ad. And it's, like I said, I'm always excited to see a first gen get to see their first SHL home.
Yeah, again, they created recently, so we don't have too much information on them, but the username fits the team, and that's all you can ask for, really.
True.
At pick 32, the Vancouver Whalers will be on the clock.
And with that, I think the pick might already be in. And it is it's Scott Seitz, a center, username Bioman19. Bioman had a good J player the first go around. I want to say they were on Colorado, but I think that might be wrong.
That's wrong. It was Yukon.
Got it. Okay. I don't know why I thought Colorado. But yeah, a good user. I think I talked to him once or twice and had a good interaction with him. So should be a good add to that Vancouver locker room as well. And they've had a really good draft. I'm glad to see them pick a forward after they've kind of stocked up on defensemen a bit.
I mean, at some point, you can't only take defensemen as much as we GMs might want to.
True.
But yeah, Bibleman heading to the Vancouver Whalers at 32 should be an excellent selection.
Agreed.
And at 33, the Elk, after the double trade down, or the trade up, trade down, or the something or rather on the clock.
I think we're at pick 33, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And it is Adrian Skalberg's
Ash.
Yes.
They've definitely been very active on the rookie Discord. I know they're watching the draft right now, and I believe they were in America and moved to Sweden, or Swedish, one of the two. So thanks for staying up late and watching, and congratulations on getting drafted to the Elk.
Yeah, Ashes actually was on their last player was with the Elk as well. I think the last free agent before that the Elk signed before we switched to a waiver system. No, that was Blake. So the one before that, and I've loved having Ashes around. I'm very glad that we were able to get him back. But yeah, currently studying in Sweden. Is from Latvia originally, I want to say, or something like that. I think he's from Latvia, but
Is this a
studying in
Jarrett
Sweden.
working the War Room pick?
No, I didn't do anything.
You're supposed to take credit for it.
And now there's something wrong with my sheets again because the picks are not showing up on the board.
But this next pick is the Kelowna Knights, and this selection will be brought to you by the Val Gang, sponsored by AEIO and you.
Why is it? Okay, just give me a second.
God.
Okay, it's working now. I don't know what
Ah,
happened.
we back. We good. No worries.
Everything's good. Everything's fine. This is the
What's
best.
wrong
This is the
here?
best stream of my life.
True.
Um, but now
Where are
I'm
we?
not sure
34.
where I am now. Okay.
Yeah, 34 with Kelowna.
Okay. Let's fix this and this. I was too busy talking about how much I love Ashes. Oh no.
Oh no! Don't say oh no.
It's all right. I just copied, pasted in the wrong. You said Kelowna, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, we have Kelowna on the board.
And this will be the user activity check. The user.
That's a good user. That's a good name.
I mean, there's like
Oh.
480 of them at this point, right?
That true. You're getting an army.
Oh no.
There we go.
It's
No.
got to rival the passes in the SHL.
True.
They're both players bring just a lot more than just their own individual. But yeah, Weaves is a good selection here. They were active in the rookie Discord today. They're watching the draft right now, commenting about all the picks. But another ISFL individual heading over from that league to come join one of the originals here. I'm not saying the ISFL is a spinoff, but it was. And yeah, to Kelowna at pick 34. Artie's got to like the. It's another first gen, so he's got to be pretty happy with it. And it's a goaltender,
Yeah, I think their last goalie, CG Bist, I believe, was a 68. So it was either graduating out this season or next season. So a good time for them to grab a goalie. And I believe next is Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the Falcons on the clock. And they will be selecting the player Wayne Holloway, the user Los Angeles. It's another goaltender. Back-to-back goalies picked here. Los Angeles is a recreate. I believe this is his third or fourth player, I believe. Longtime user from Latvia, I believe, in real life. Maybe I'm making that up, but
Really?
I think that's right. I remember
there you
having a
go.
great talk with Los Angeles last time they created.
I don't know anything about them. I'm gonna be honest. So thank you, guys.
Someone who's stuck around with the SHL this long at pick 35, you're more than likely going to hit that 450, 425 cap.
Oh, for sure.
So it's a great ad to get at pick 35 for sure. And that'll bring the Vancouver Riz Whalers on the clock. Instead of hunting whales, you guys change yourself to hunt Riz instead.
Oh man. Man. Who'd they pick? Let's roll.
Yeah, so at pick 36, the Vancouver Whalers are selecting Remington Richardson, the user Tree of Electricity. Which, again, Maine, come on. What are you doing?
True. But yeah, that should be another good one. A lot of first gens going to Vancouver, which is nice to see. So, this could be a really, really special class for Vancouver. I've been really impressed with their draft so far, in this one. So,
I don't know if they're still watching the draft. They were waiting for the stream at 9. Wasn't up yet because of the issues, but we're here now. So their user rejoined again today. So there was a huge push today of users coming in, and if you can keep him interested and active, and he's got a great username, it could be a big steal of a pick at 30. Whatever we're at, 36.
It's me. Hi, I'm the issues. Gonna quote some Taylor Swift for my friend Bailey, who's at the show right now.
References.
And that will bring the Falcons back on the clock at pick 37.
They haven't picked in a while.
Yeah, it's been a whole one pick. But the Falcons will be selecting Trevor Leahy, the user DigDuck11.
that's solid.
I believe he's related to the Trailer Park character, Jim Leahy, who runs the Trailer Park in Trailer Park Boys. Maybe it's an accidental last name, but I'd like to assume it isn't. Dig Dug has made it to the rookie Discord. He joined on the 18th, so about 2 days ago, but has been active today. I posted a pretty funny dancing crab meme. I think it was when we were talking about the Pokemon, and someone said their favorite Pokemon was an arthropod, and he had this weird dancing crab meme that's pretty cool.
I respect it. All right.
But yeah, big congrats to the Falcons for selecting Trevor Leahy at pick 37. Now, again, next on the clock will be the I think it's the Grizzlies. Yeah, the Great Falls Grizzlies at pick 38.
Cool.
Grizzlies 30. Okay, there we go. Oops. Did I spoil it again? Stupid
A little
jerk.
bit.
Fucking hell. Well, and now the background is not working, so it's all terrible.
Sad.
Okay, there it is. Billy Hill. Sorry for the spoil.
Hell yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the user Papa Soren is their site username. I don't believe they've made it to the. Oh, they have made it to the rookie Discord. This individual is a. He's been watching the draft, excited for it. Definitely not a fan of the Florida Panthers. So just something to keep in mind if you are.
Is anyone at this point?
Well, he's a Tampa Bay fan. Lives in Florida. Not like the Panthers at all.
Oh, I like him a lot.
He posted a picture of a cookie he saw today of a Go Panthers cookie kind of thing, and he was very upset about it. Well, yeah, you're getting an active person who's on the Discord and is excited about the league, watching the draft. Maybe he's related to Hank Hill, who knows? But yeah, heading pick 38 to the Great Falls Grizzlies.
Maybe it's related to Benny Hill.
True, it's possible.
Billy and
They'll
Benny.
have to change their goal horn. But pick 39, the Nevada Battle Board on the clock.
Mm-hmm. Pick is in.
And I believe Nevada has chosen Colin Zwires?
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 Weir's.
Zwires. Pure
I don't
Pelican.
know.
First gen.
Pure Pelican is a great username, though.
True.
I like the alliteration.
We had the Furious check in, and now we got the Pelican coming in. I guess birds are slowly starting to the avian life is starting to infiltrate the SHL life and take us over.
You love to see it.
And Detroit didn't pick any of those.
Yeah, seriously, what are you? I thought it was the birds. Whatever.
Hey, is this Nevada's second pick?
This draft, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I mean, if they can get a good first in this late, that'll be really good. I know Nevada's still in that competitive window, so I'm sure Pelican is a great user and a great add to that Nevada locker room.
Yeah, and that will bring next on the clock the reigning champion Berserkers at pick 40. And at pick 40, the Newfoundland Berserkers will be selecting Dylan Jacob Smith, the user agent_Smith_009.
Hey, we have our first multi this draft.
Yeah, there are questions abound if this is a multi of Agent Smith. However, you can debunk this by knowing Agent Smith would never fall to pick 40 ever, even on a multi.
You can also debunk this by thinking I think Agent Smith is wise enough that he's gonna make a multi. He's not gonna take the exact same name.
Who would expect it though?
Either that, or he would have made it like Agent Smith 631. You know, so odd to know.
One.
Never think it's a multi.
Just one number.
But yeah, Dylan Jacob Smith, he's got the Agent Smith shoes he has to fill, so hopefully he's going to be an excellent pick for the Berserkers at pick 40.
I agree. I don't know if he fully knows what he's signed up for with his username, which is unlucky. But sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah, hopefully it's a great one there. That'll bring the battle board back on the clock.
The what?
Nevada Battleborn sandwich between the Newfoundland pick here.
Was there a trade
What?
here? I have
Maybe. I don't know.
I have Colorado in
No,
this sheet.
there's not. What the
No trade.
fuck?
Nope.
Okay, so blame it on Bailey again, and let me fix that.
So it's never the Battleborn.
I thought Colorado would have their first pick of this draft, but apparently not yet.
The SHL is a lie.
Okay, so we have that here. We're gonna put that here, and everything should be fine like that here. Cool. Okay, we have the pick. It is Shaggy Beer.
I like it.
Shaggy. I mean, Shaggy's one of the best Scooby-Doo characters, so you gotta
Shaggy's
love to
the
see
best.
that.
Good character.
I mean, Scooby-Doo is the best Scooby-Doo character. But I digress. Also, Velma exists regardless. Anyways. Shaggy Beer heading to the Battleborn. They tend to do really good work in Nevada with first-gen users. I don't know if they've made it to the Discord. Maybe they had some site PMs. We're getting fairly late in the draft, so you never know too much. But it's a great player name, great username, heading to a great team, and should be a good fit.
And apparently, we have 2 trades.
Pain.
Who?
What the hell's happening here, Shawnee?
There are back-to-back trades, yes.
Oh, back to
don't
back.
Like someone.
But for the same pick?
No.
No.
Back 42 and 43 are both being traded to the same
Okay.
team.
To the
Yes.
same team. Okay, so that's why we're gonna talk about them all at once. Makes sense. Let's go with the first one. 42nd is going to Yukon in exchange for 53 and a fourth in next season's draft. So moving up for Yukon here, paying a fourth, moving down 11 spots in this round. And then
Oh my god.
do you want to enter the other one real quick, or should we just say it out loud?
Wait. Give me a sec. Okay, no, I wanted to check something. Just go with the pick, and I'll enter the next one.
Okay, that is a great idea. You are a very smart man.
So this is my chance then to talk about UConn, all right? Because this is their first pick, if I remember correct.
That is correct.
Does sound accurate.
So UConn, a really good team. They have some really good players. Furious Chicken, a really good user. They have tampering victim egg cracker. They have tampering specialist HFFO. So it's a good spot right now where they're at. Hopefully their players can maybe tamper less, but you can only ask so much of a GM. So
I mean, I do know that FHM does like their specialists, so always good to have specialists in that regard. But at pick 42, the Yukon Malamutes will be selecting the player Colt Freed, the user Q.
QEWWW. I like it.
Isn't the Q silent then?
How about you're silent?
Oh, come on.
Bad.
I think their Discord username is Mountain Q, which is pretty awesome.
I like it. Yeah. I'm glad to see that there still seems to be some good value coming in these late draft picks. I know there were a couple seasons there where you were really struggling as you got into like the fourth round or even the late third. But this seems like it's going to be a really good draft class, and absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, and I just want to remind Jared that there's
Another
a
trade.
second trade.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Thank you. Second trade. It is in 43rd overall pick to Yukon, also giving another fourth and moving 49th overall to the main timber in exchange for that 43rd. So another bit of a move up here for Yukon.
So this is UConn's second pick, and they actually have a really good roster. I mean, you have players like Furious Chicken, you have
You
Tampering
just
Victim
said that.
Yeah.
I wanted to
So
see how long it'd be until I got cut off.
what I will say is that the GMs in UConn are excellent people who've done a great job putting together a roster.
Oh yeah, I love both
Mad
of them.
Wolf and Blue, just excellent people. If you ever get a chance to just talk to them, spend time with them. But
Although-
at pick 42 before 43 before Beavine can talk again is Riker Johansson. These are burn time 92.
That's a good pick. I for some reason I remember that username, and I don't know why. But a good recreate goalie. I know it seems like there's a bit of more of a need for goalies than maybe there has been recently in the J. So I think it's good for them to be able to get a goalie this late, and if you can get somebody that is active and can hit that 425 cap, that would be really good for UConn as they look to make that push for the cup maybe next season or two.
Yeah, Sasson Le Coupe, I think the French say. Is that correct, Drew?
Ça sent la coupe.
Ça
Oui.
sent la coupe, yes.
Yeah. That's my thoughts on this. Sasson Le Coupe.
You're wrong.
Anchorage. Can I mute Shawnee in this Discord?
No.
I can actually. Fun fact.
What?
I can mute it. GG.
You can probably mute it for
it's
yourself,
on my
but the stream will still hear him.
Friendly reminder, I'm HL intern.
Ooh,
He's got power.
Oh boy.
waving his dick around.
Anchorage is on the clock. 40.
Anchorage. Okay. Yeah, I need to focus here. It's late. My brain is.
Saturday night, everyone.
I'm sure everybody will understand because you're super awesome.
That is true.
All right, Anchorage is up. They will pick Mike Rogers Jr. User Mike Nitrous, first gen.
Yeah. What was Mr. Rogers' first name? Was it Mike by chance? I don't know if this person has been able to reach the Discord yet. I don't believe so, per their Discord name. But again, this is probably one of those people who created today. You're hoping you could reach out to them, Discord, get active, and turn them into a really solid pick. I don't really have too much to say besides, they have a great username and always good to see a junior.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I think we're going now with back-to-back Regina picks. One of those was acquired in the earlier trades.
Yes.
So-
Oh, this is a pick. This is a pick.
This is one of the most picks to ever pick, for being honest.
True.
Regina is selecting the player Anna Parast, the user Sash, at 45.
That's. You know what? You know what? Why don't you take this one? I believe.
Yeah, it's. I believe that they have a bit of a reputation for not having the most great people skills, interpersonal skills. But if they think they fit the locker room, they can be fun and Discord active. And yeah, that's a selection.
That is certainly a pick that was made in the SMJHL Draft.
And,
Agreed.
Their second pick will be on the clock at 46.
And at 46, they go with Zach Cuff Jr., username Cuffy. Another recreate. Not a recreate I know much about.
Coffee's a longtime user, former St. Louis GM in season 17, I believe, with Jumpy or Pegasus around that time. They just did a deep dive article Kitris did on the team he was GMing on. I believe he was also drafted to that team. But yeah, Cuffy's a longtime user. He's also an actual Newfie. Newfies are generally friendly people. Always good to talk to, even if their English is just almost unintelligible.
Sad.
And then UConn is back with their third selection at 47 on the clock. And with pick 47, the Malamutes will be selecting Greg Salona. Good vibe, Greg.
I like that username.
Good vibe. Good is spelled with Gud. Just for the record.
I would like to make a fun fact that I make every single draft about pick 47. Pick 47, fun fact, is where I went in my inaugural SMJHL draft.
I sometimes forget that you were bad.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. I created like 3 days before the draft. I don't think I didn't join the rookie Discord. I talked to like 4 people. And then look at me now. So, proof that even this late into the draft, you can find people that become good users. Meme lords, yes, but good users.
If you're looking 2 picks from now, I think you might even call some of them legendary.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
But yeah, we'll bring pick 48 and the Kelowna Knights on the clock. And they will be selecting another defenseman, the user Joshua Luna, user Goon29. I'm just going to take a wild guess and guess they put a lot of points in fighting.
I would like to point out that Artie has not given me anything to meme on him for in this draft, which is not fair.
Yeah, I feel like opportunities to meme already have been taken away from us by people taking the players before.
Yeah. I was expecting something here at 48, and I'm now thoroughly disappointed. So I would like to say curse you, Artie, for actually having a good draft. I mean, granted, his last draft was good because he got Spidey, so it balances out. But the tables are finally turning. Czechia is still worse here, but the tables are turning.
Yeah, and that will bring the main timber on the clock at pick 49. And without question, I will say that this user is an absolute legend. Prolific media presence. Truly has gone into the halls of fame. Maybe not the Hall of Fame, but the halls of fame of probably just being one of the SHL users. Canadian legend who ended up playing for several American teams, much to his chagrin. The user Cameron Dallas will be heading to the main timber. The user Joe Jeff.
Oh shit, that's Great Falls.
Yeah.
Joe Jeff, just truly.
Wait, is
what
it?
can you say that hasn't been said?
True.
Did you say
Joe Jeff?
Maine? It's Great Falls.
It's man.
Nope,
It's
Maine's taking him.
okay. I'm just dumb then.
Yeah, Joe Jeff is a absolute legend. I don't know how he's going to feel about going to a Canadian or an American team, but Maine is effectively.
Look at this. Look at this speed though.
What are we? Oh
17. He's fast as fuck.
What I will say is,
Boy.
I don't think I've seen J&H as active as I do whenever Joe Jeff posts the media. Like, nothing gets J&H around more than Joe Jeff.
17 speed. So this reminds me of another bad player. So if anyone remembers Jack Klompus
There it is.
in the 20 speed experiment, that ended up with him being an absolute bust.
Well, Joe Jeff can't be a bust.
That's true. That's a good point. That is a good counterpoint.
That implies expectations.
He makes me busts.
And pick 50 will be on the clock. Vancouver selecting again.
I'm waiting for my angry DM from Toast for that one. Unless he fell asleep. It's very possible.
Oh, I forgot to swap the thing again, so I spoiled it again. It's Southie, Colt Fox.
It's fine.
Which
Colt
is-
Fox, Southie. Southie. Interesting history. Created a bunch of J players recently. Little bit of a multi mishap, if you will. But
Happens
back,
to the best of us.
it's true. So assuming they're back and only running one account, should end up being a good J user added at 50 overall to Vancouver.
I mean, is having a multi really worse than tempering here?
No, that's correct. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'd say it is, just personally.
Okay.
Yeah. Next we have Detroit.
Yeah, the Falcons on the clock at pick 51 are taking Rip Pat Stay, the user Boomhammer. I know Patty wanted this user because his name is Pat.
True.
Uh,
It'd be like
but,
that.
he's also IA, I believe, so it would have been
Oh,
a double whammy of things Patty loves.
well,
Uh,
never forget the Patrick Twist IA of the Year award.
but Rip Pat
Are they
Stay.
already,
They
actually
are already
IA?
inactive, yeah.
Okay, well, alright, never mind.
He had a great career.
It was a good run. That's true. Now we move on to 52.
Yep.
That is Great Falls.
It's Thompson, yeah. Nate Dogg 07 heading to the what is that, the Great Falls Grizzlies. Let's see. Yeah, I don't believe they're on the rookie Discord. I don't have too much information on them, but we're getting in the deep parts of the draft. Some might call it the deep dives for all you rookies looking to deep dives.
Oh no.
But should be a pick for them. You're taking shots at a dartboard essentially at this point, and hopefully it'll pan out for them. Maybe they know some information I don't, and I'm sure teams do more scouting than I have because I don't really scout J draft. So I trust in the pick. But that will bring 53 will be a pass. So that's the SMJHL head office will be passing at 53. And 54, the Berserkers will be back on the clock. And the
I
user,
like this Berserkers pick.
Love Pony 0201, so Aggie's multi coming in with the player Dick Trickle.
God damn it.
A defenseman coming in, and who hasn't had a little Dick Trickle when they've gone to the washroom?
Oh my.
Jesus. This is what happens when you do like a 10 p.m. Saturday draft.
Yeah, it's 11 now. God damn.
I am in Central Time. Thank you.
And I think the playoff game is still going.
The playoff game is still going. That's also true.
I'm gonna cry.
Fans, man.
All
I'd
right.
say Florida fans, but I don't know if any of the two of them are listening to this. So.
Jay Tanner is listening, and you can roast him all you want.
Next to throw a dart at this board is Detroit, I believe.
Yeah, so this is actually the Kraken are on the clock at 55.
Okay, what does it say? Why am I dumb?
St. Louis had this pick and traded it
Yep.
to them for 29.
I don't know how I got Detroit in the mix, but
Blame
okay.
Bailey.
Yeah, so this will be Ronnie McDougalberg, the user Jackson Greenier.
Grenier.
Grenier in
Yeah,
French,
probably.
yes.
I did that intentionally.
Sure, buddy.
Ronnie McDougalberg heading to the Kraken at pick 55. Excellent name. Hopefully we're throwing darts at the board. I'd love to see all these players become active and excellent players. Not just because I only have a 5th round pick next draft, so it'd be nice to get somebody, but just always good to add new great members of the site. So it would be good to see the Kraken getting an excellent player here. And the Timber will be on the clock at pick 56.
Yep. 56 Timber. Did I forget to change the? Yep, I forgot to change the thing again, so it's there now.
It's fine.
It'll be Scottish goaltender, Brad Lomax. The first name just seems Scottish, man. I don't know what it is. Brad Eigel, 33, the user. Is he the Lomax? He speaks for the trees, heading to the Timber.
Isn't that the Lorax?
Yeah, I know. I was just riffing on it, but thanks for that. Well, actually, guy. But But yeah, so a Scottish player heading to the Timber, and hopefully the trees are looking strong this year, so might be part of an excellent cup run in Maine this season. 57 and 58 will both pass, heading to the Quebec pick at 59.
Yep. There we go. Nope. We are not going because it's still showing Maine. What the fuck?
You can give the player to Maine. It's fine.
Johnny's an SHL intern. He could speak for the site.
True.
The hell? That's weird. Just noticed that. Can I? No? Okay. That's weird. Cool. Zhang Liao.
Champ 95.
I honestly thought I was the champ of 95, but I guess my title's been taken. So respect to the new champ of 95, Zhang Lao, heading to the Quebec City Citadels, and an excellent locker room and team in that location.
True.
Pick 60 will.
The Kraken? Okay,
Yep.
so God damn it, Bailey.
My God. Taylor sold out, am I right?
But for real though, I love Bailey and he saved my life. Put pass in fast enough.
Listen.
It's alright. It's just a bunch of those. You put them a lot along in advance, and this one I didn't have it, so I was confused.
To be fair,
who's
instead
on
of
the clock
being
now?
Now
instead-
it's Nevada.
Nevada, great,
Yes.
good,
At
good
pick
for them.
67.
Good for them.
Yeah, give me some thoughts on Jess here, Jared. What do you got for me?
I love Jess and I love her baby because she gave me a rock and she called me French all weekend
I love it.
when I was there.
He just called you French?
Yes, because she was playing with Hannah and with her toys and whatever, and I came in and I said something silly, and she said, "You're silly," and I said, "No, I'm not silly. I'm just French," and therefore she called me French the whole weekend.
I love
That's a dad joke that just the kid ran with.
True.
That being said, Jess is picking Trevor Parsons.
These are T-Snips 13.
Nips.
Is he a sniper?
Maybe he just has very sensitive nipples.
Oh my God.
That's also a possibility. I don't believe he's part of the rookie Discord. Might be more of an on-site user at this point, or again, just another dart at the board. But Nevada tends to know what they're doing.
Yeah, and dart at the board when it's a recreate. Maybe there's like a Discord that they haven't responded to yet, but if you have a Discord username available somewhere at this point, it's better than nothing.
True. And I believe the meme pick, correct?
Yep, pick 69 will be on the clock. It will
And
be,
it's Colorado's first pick of this draft.
Colorado's first pick is 69.
honoring Ruggsy's legacy truly.
Beautiful.
And with the
These are
69th,
exactly on Erica's legacy.
and
At pick 69, the Raptors.
You can never doubt a good name at 69.
I don't think I'd mix 69 and Burger King myself, but to each
I
their
mean,
own.
all the burgers come with mayo.
Oh my God.
come on.
Yeah. I got nothing. It's wild that I guess Colorado just didn't have picks. I didn't really notice that until they picked this guy, and I was like, "Oh, that's a new color. I haven't seen that."
But yeah, that'll bring the trees back on the clock at 70.
We have a pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got to pick at 70, and then there's also one that's in at 73. And then nothing yet after. So we have 2 more currently, but I don't think the draft's over.
praying.
Okay, so we have mains pick. It is Zach Legault, left winger, first gen, ZEL 8.
Cool.
This pick came really L8, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Zach Legault heading to the main timber. Again, we're throwing darts at a board, but timber's a great spot to go. In Southpaw, we trust. Also, yeah, someone tell Toe Jam to open his restaurant already so I can get some food.
Why don't you tell him? You're his GM.
I tell him all the time, but I need some other people to put pressure on him.
Yeah. Toast, get on it. You're not doing anything else.
Truers, any truers. 71 and 72 will pass, and I'll bring Quebec at 73 on the board.
And we got a pick, baby. Let's go. And just gonna pre-throw that in. It's fine.
And QCC at this point will take a gamble.
No.
That's, Keegan Gamble, the user Keegan Gamble, heading to the Quebec City Citadels. You gotta love when the player name matches the username.
True. A lost art in the SHL at this point.
Oh, okay. Great. So, congratulations, Keegan. The other Keegan.
The true Keegan.
The one true Keegan.
The gamblier.
But I don't know if all the other teams are passing or what's happening at this point, but we are currently...
Colorado is the only one that...
But we may or may not be out of prospects.
I think there's one left.
There's one left?
I think, yeah.
Hold on, let me...
I mean, I say I think, but it's on my drop.
Nobody's sure. There's no consensus on if people are left. I think there might be one guy, and it is a solid name. So they might...
I think we have a pick.
It's coming. So it's Colorado, so yeah, just
Colorado at 83.
at 83.
Yep.
With their second pick of the draft at 83.
We're in the 6th round.
Is the board even still showing proper? Okay, yeah, it just switched to.
There you go. I just switched it for you.
We done.
There it is.
Okay, banana sauce.
Hold up. I will say, this user has the exact same, site username of Burger King.
Wait, oh, did they put the wrong name? They might have put the wrong name.
Yeah, I think they put the wrong username.
They put the wrong name.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Jay put the wrong username.
Yeah, it's
in the
Terrier
thing. It's
102.
Terrier 102.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I was like, if they picked a multi and it was this obvious, I just.
yeah, on the sheet it's the right one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're fine.
I honestly would have taken banana sauce at 69 instead of Burger King.
I don't know.
But
You ever get that banana sauce?
What place sells banana sauce?
Don't ask.
Okay. What are we doing here?
all right,
Late.
let's take a look at the final board, even if it's probably not gonna be. Oh, cool! Everything's gone. Shawnee, what the fuck you do?
That's the season draft for you guys.
Oh, I think when you put the last pass, it fucks up the whole board. Is that it? Yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
think Bailey's
Acap
fault.
will put it somewhere eventually, I'm sure.
Shout out Taylor Swift.
All right, here's the full draft. If you want to zoom in on that.
Yeah, I can.
Um, Congratulations to everyone who was picked, and
Yeah.
congratulations to us for making
Yeah, that was how long was that draft? When we were looking at
uh,
3 hours.
Long.
well,
2 hours.
considering
Two.
2 hours, 15 minutes to draft, and for us about two
It was
hours
about even.
streaming because of the issues.
We technically caught up, which is impressive. Even with the head start, the JGMs can't beat us. You love to see it.
We're fast as fuck, boy.
Yes.
All right, so that
Well,
was
that's
the
it.
season 71 SMJHL entry draft. I'm gonna say again, even if no one is probably listening at this point, if you want to help out with events, if you want to learn how to stream, if you can make graphics for the SHL draft, please, for the love of God, DM me. I need help. I'm gonna die.
That's yeah. I mean, if you want to, even if you want to do something like draft streams, like all I do for the events team is draft streams, basically. Like anything helps. Please, please, we need you. If you want to commentate, Hall of Fame awards. We need people. Let your voice be heard throughout the SHL.
All right, so that is it. Thank you guys for being here uh, tonight, and have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night.
And see you next year next season for the next draft.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.